Hey YouTubers! So 8 friends on the comment section of my functioning candy dispenser video wanted a tutorial, so here it is. I hope you guys enjoy! So first what you'll need are Smarties of course, or any candy of your choosing, some plastic packaging, scissors, some brushes, a pen, some paint. I chose red and I also chose silver to make it look more realistic. You'll need some foam board, some regular cardboard, a ruler, a hot glue gun, tape as well, and a toothpick. So you're going to need a cardboard first, and the dimensions for my piece of cardboard were 14 centimeters by 7, and trace that around your foam board. Why I chose foam board was that you only need 3 layers of it to really leverage it enough for a Smartie to fit through it. Also, if you chose regular cardboard, you could not do the steps that I show you later on, so keep watching, please. So cut out 3 identical shapes. I also trimmed the edges to make them look more round. Then you want to make a border. I chose a millimeter. You also want to measure out a 6 centimeter square for the window. I think that's a perfect window width. I chose to measure out 2 centimeters at the bottom for the door. I'm just measuring out 3.51 centimeters for the middle, just so the handle could fit. So once you got your squares, cut those out nicely and neatly. And of course, trace that onto all 3 of your cardboard pieces. Now the first cardboard piece, it's vital to keep the same shape as the cardboard. This will be your front piece. But the other 2 backings, as you'll see, we had to cut out the middle because that is the part where the candy will slide through. It sounds a little confusing because it kind of is, but you will see what I do later on. So this is the part where it broke, but if that happens to you, worry not, it does get covered. Also, you want to make sure you keep at least one of the squares as a template for your door. Smooth it out with a nail file. And also, I chose a nickel because it was just the right size to not look completely goofy. Just rub that coin around so it's nice and snug. Now glue all the pieces together with a hot glue gun. Also, an important point, make sure they are all leveled. See, look how pretty it is. So now I'm just filing down the little door. That's to ensure that it's not too loose nor too tight so it could easily swing about. And now I'm just measuring out the center and poking a hole just so the paper fastener can go through easily. And once that is through, I just like to loosen it up a bit, but again, not too much. And luckily for me, my paper fastener was just the right size. Over here for the coin holder, I'm just measuring out the middle, make sure everything fits nice and snug. And now for the backing, you just want to make sure the Smartie or candy can go through. Now for this part, you want to get a scrap piece of foam board and measure out the width. Cut that all out. Make sure it's fitting to size. And what this will be is kind of the candy stopper. Whenever you turn the handle, the candy can either flow out or stop. This is a very, very important piece, so please do not skip this part, if any part. Make sure it's working. Beautiful. Now just test out the candy goes through, and it does, so that's perfect. So right here I'm just measuring out on a scrap piece of paper the exterior part of the coin holder. This is just to make it look more classy and cuter. Then I just copy that onto some cardboard to make it stiff, cut it out, glue it. And of course, ensuring that you have the hole throughout all the pieces. And make sure the paper fastener fits through and doesn't break anything. I measured a 6x6 centimeter square for the plastic, and that's just going to be the window to prevent everything from falling over and to make it look more real. So I just trace that around, cut it up. And put it to a side for now. So now once you have all your pieces set, it's ready to paint. I painted it silver just to make it look more metallic. And one thing I forgot was to make the handle. So what I did was just cut out a piece, painted it gray, painted the whole body red. You can do whatever color you'd like. Over here I'm just cutting up white transfer paper, which is sticky, or just use masking tape just to tape off the edges and the interior so that it's nice and smooth and you don't have foam flying everywhere. This is an important part that I did forget to record. My mistake. So now once everything is covered and mummified, you need to glue all your pieces together. First start off with the plastic window. Then put on your cover. Glue on your coin holder. And over here I'm just putting a pin inside to make sure that it is even, because as you see here, I glued it on wrong and it did not match the holes on the other area, so I had to redo it. But worry not, it is just glue, not life or death. I just redid that, glued it all around. And now for the fun, kind of tricky part. Get your metal eye pins, poke it through the door on both sides. You need 2 of these. There you go, just like that. And now you're going to have to poke the exterior. So make a hole where you want it to poke through. And don't worry, this will not be visible. And make sure it doesn't poke through the door and goes entirely through it. We don't want any metal parts poking out. Now just test out your door. I'm happy with mine. I put a little glue dot right there in the middle just for a little handle. And now I'm just assembling it, making sure everything fits. I do this a lot because I'm a paranoid person and I have trust issues. But make sure it's going through. And I just want to glue your handle onto your paper fastener. Make sure this is set before you tamper with it. You do not want a broken handle. And of course, being me, I forgot the bottom edge. I just taped a piece of cardboard to the bottom to make sure the candy doesn't all fall out. And now for the backing, you just need to find a piece of cardboard, glue it on, and cut the excess. And there you go, you're done. Now to fill it, you need to pour out all your candy and pour it inside with the nozzle facing upwards so that you can just pour it through, and then to close it off, just turn it the upright position. And there you have it. It was kind of tricky to make this, so if you have any questions, of course I will answer them. Also, I did not make this into a card, but to make it into a card, all you gotta do is fold up a piece of cardboard, slap the dispenser on, and you're good to go. You could even slap it onto an old card. Reuse a card, why not? Again, if you'd like more tutorials on things or want to request something for me to make, leave it down in the comments.